from the wonderful city of Orlando, Florida. It's live NBA courtside action. Tonight, the Orlando Magic take on the Houston Rockets. Hi, everybody. This is Ralph Lowe. With me tonight is Van Earl Wright. We're looking forward to a great matchup. For the starting lineup, let's go to courtside. The public address announcer, Lawrence Tanner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's National Basketball Association contest. Here's the starting lineup for the visitors. The Houston Rockets. At point guard, 6'3" from Maryland, Steve Francis. At shooting guard, 6'4", Rhode Island, Patino Mobley. At small forward, 6'8", from Michigan, Glenn Rice. At power forward, 6'9", from Michigan, Maurice Taylor. At center, 7 foot from Michigan State, Kevin Willis. And now, the starting lineup for your Orlando Magic. At point guard, 6'1", from Fayetteville State, Daryl Armstrong. At shooting guard, 6'8", from Mount Zion Academy High School, Tracy McGrady. At small forward, 6'8", from Duke, Grant Hill. At power forward, 6'10", from Clemson, Horace Grant. And in the middle, 7 foot from Georgetown, Patrick Ewing.
Ewing with the inbound. Armstrong with the ball. T-Mac draws the double team. He's up the shot. Goaltending. Francis. Get that shot out of here. Armstrong. He pump fakes. Armstrong for 2 points. Over to McGrady. Hill. Oh, Neil Ross. Hill. Grant. 2. Right. Oh! No. Hill inbounds it. Out of bounds on Hill. Willis. Shot. Man, that's ugly. Flat and broke. To McGrady. McGrady. To the cap.
Out of bounds on Patino.
Armstrong crosses midcourt. Ewing puts up the shot. Over to Francis. He takes the jumper. Grant tears it down. He passes it to Ewing. To T-Mac. McGrady. Finds it. Yep, to Francis. To Francis. He puts up the shot.
Must be time for the eye examination.
You're right about that. Hill draws a double team. Using money. Hill.
2 minutes remaining.
Mobley on base. Mobley. Nice shot.
Patino.
Cuddy Mobley and Steve Francis definitely becoming one of those lethal 1-2 punches in the NBA. Mobley has improved his average in each of his first 3 seasons.
With a beautiful assist. Across midcourt. Armstrong for 2 points. Francis takes the ball across midcourt. 1 minute remaining. To Francis.
T-Mac can do it all. He's a superior defender and a clutch scorer.
To the cap. In the post, the big Mo. Taylor. Assisted by a cat. Armstrong lays it up for 2. Francis from downtown.
Ralph, you are right about that.
At the end of the first quarter, now fans, if you're seated in section 316, row Q, you've won a seat upgrade.
Francis puts up the shot. Count it. To Grant. To Grant.
Easy. He's in money.
To Rice. Broken up. To Ewing. With the jumper.
Man, that's starting to flat and broke.
To Francis. Big Mo passes to Francis. Francis draws the double team.
He's called Stevie Franchise for many reasons, one of them being named Co-Rookie of the Year, sharing the award with #1 overall pick Elton Brand in the year 2000.
Out of bounds on Mobley. McGrady puts up a shot. McCann with the inbound.
Ball on the bounce.
Hill inbounds it. Across midcourt. Armstrong. And it's no good. Francis from downtown. The T-Mac. He takes the jumper. Got it. Mobley with the inbound.
Out of bounds on Patino.
Hill inbounds it. Over to Ewing. He passes to Hill. The T-Mac. Over to Armstrong. T-Mac turns it over.
Minutes. Ball on the bounce.
Mobley with a fadeaway.
Patino.
To Grant. Ewing draws the double team.
Like taking candy from a baby.
Mobley sends a pick. Loses the dribble. 1 minute remaining. Picked off. Armstrong. Goaltending.
Goaltending.
Right with the inbound. Francis brings the ball up. To Taylor. Over to Francis. Oh, what a horrible pass. 10-footer. Bangs it. Three in the key.
Second violation.
Over to Grant. Over to Hill. Easy money.
And now, fans, if you're seated in section 110, row K, you've won a free dinner compliments of LFP.
G-Money. He sets the screen.
He's swiping them boards. Easy. He's in money.
Over to the cap. To Taylor. Ransom draws the double team. Grant bags the ball. Ewing with the ball. With the jumper. It goes in. Broken up. Armstrong lays it up for two.
Armstrong had to prove himself in Europe before he finally landed in the NBA with the Magic in '95.
Ransom puts it up. Yes. Over to Ewing. Offensive foul.
Patrick Ewing.
McGrady takes the ball across midcourt. Armstrong with the shot. The big Mo. For Rice. Hill. Ransom. And it's good. Goaltending on Willis.
What's up?
Over to Armstrong. Armstrong draws the double team. Armstrong for 2 points.
Minutes remaining.
Over to Taylor. Picked off. To Ewing. Mobley with the inbound. With the jumper. Ewing bags the ball for the rebound. Over to Hill. To Hill. Out of bounds on Hill.
Out of bounds on Grant Hill.
Rice inbounds it. Ransom pulls up for the three. Written down. 1 minute remaining.
Out of bounds on Darryl Armstrong.
Rice with the inbound. To Mobley. Armstrong passes to Ewing. And foul. Personal foul. Hill inbounds it. Grant. Boom. The iron. Francis draws the double team. He puts it up. Nothing. I'd say that was true. To Ewing. Ewing for 2 points.
Living definition of the ring.
Ewing with the ball.
That's the end of the third quarter. If your game program has a red star on page 55, you just won a free basketball.
To Armstrong. Out of bounds on Francis.
Ball on the foul.
Takes the jumper. Hits it. To Francis. With the jumper. Nice. Hill with the ball. McGrady puts up the shot. Goaltending. To Rice. Rice with a long-range bomb. Yep. To T-Mac. He passes to Hill. What's up? It's in there. Armstrong with the shot. Count it. Armstrong. To Rice. Over to the cap. Mobley. Bangs it. Grant shot. Easy. Easy money. Grant draws the double check. Puts it out of bounds on right.
Ball on the foul.
Over to Hill. Hill puts up the shot. Hill. Big Mo inbounds it. Over to Francis. T-Mac. He goes in. With the ball. DeFrancis with the jumper.
Personal foul.
Hill with the inbound.
That's what you call not representing.
Defensive foul line. Daryl Armstrong.
Rice inbounds it. What a game these guys played today. Just a pure team effort. Over to Francis. Francis.
Cleaning the glass.
Three-second violation.
Second violation.
Out of bounds on Hill.
Out of bounds on Grant Hill.
Gima puts it up. Over to T-Mac. Armstrong. Over to Grant. Pick off. Over to Taylor. The big Mo. Three in the key.
Three in the key on Maurice Taylor.
Over to Hill. Over to Armstrong. He passes to McGrady.
Special limited edition digital phone for only $80. Exclusive from Left Field Connection.